Hello! Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Hope you guys can hear me alright. Today is the 10th of September, for anyone who may not have tuned in for a wee little while. We're currently doing some Core Keeper, so basically taking a bit of a breather from PoE for the time being. Yesterday mostly spent trying to carve out some kind of a beachhead, literally, in a sand beach-based biome, in the hopes that we can upgrade to the next tier of metals, which we did successfully do. It was octarine, I think it was called. So that's definitely a more trickier zone, because it's kind of like an ocean-themed one, so you can't as readily get from island to island. So we did have to eventually end up making like a little powered boat. It wasn't super quick, but it did allow for the traversing of the open bodies of water from one zone to the other. But greetings to Nate and Blade. Hope y'all doing well. One of my cats have made it a priority to nap on my rug. Well, it's basically their spot. Hey, Space. Rocking is more legally accepted than stoning. True, but I think in a game like this, you want to do both rock and stone. But let me get punched in now. I'll show you what we got up to. So let's see, start game, and there's our boy. So we hey, Load. How you doing, man? It's time. Oh, the satisfactory, right? 1.0. Yeah, you've been patient. You have been patient. You prefer Lars, then Lars it shall be. So this is our base at the moment. So we chose this biome just because it's like default peaceful one. No enemies generally tend to spawn unless you're like right adjacent to a biome that has, well, aggressive enemies, which we kind of do, but we wall them off with these doors and walls. So what we've got here is we've got a little pasture for some of our little friends. I do try and capture at least one of each, just so I have an idea as to what resource they give. Although they should be well taken care of. Then over here, we found like 3 different soil types so far. So this has the normal. So I'm just going to gather these. So the other thing we did was we finally added the sprinkler system. So it essentially does 5x5, and it takes up the central tile in that particular grid. It just means that we don't have to water stuff manually with the watering can. So there's the reason why there's 2 extra is before I was doing it manually, so this column here is kind of redundant. But yeah, all we have to really do is just plant the crop, and then off we go. So I figured I'd grab a bunch of these. So here we're gonna yeet the seeds. Then we're gonna take our goods. So this main building here is pretty much that houses the majority of our workbenches and crafting stations. So before our base was a little bit southward, closer to where the core is. This one's a little bit further away. So the only, aside from upgrading some of the workstations, the only thing I changed is we added 3 of these smelters, because it takes a while to smelt, and we often come back with a lot of ore. So I figured having multiple of them would come in handy. So we set up that. I got a few other workbenches outside, so this is for the creation of potions and explosives. This one's for anything to do with gathering and rounding up some of the wildlife. This is the construction of bait for fishing. I got my incubator right here. I tested out this little power generator for a laugh. We've got our the more advanced potion station here. And over here we've got, this is where we finally made the boat. I would like to make the speeder, but it's very expensive at the moment. Octarine is the resource we need now. Yesterday I just barely managed to gather enough to make the full armor set, as well as most of the gear that's affiliated with that. So we got the Octarine helm, breastplate and pants. We've got the Octarine axe, the pick and the shovel. There doesn't appear to be an Octarine hoe, so for now we're using the Scarlet one. The only thing missing, I think, is the fishing rod. I could technically make that, but the reason I'm holding off is... oh, and we could also make the pearl lantern. But the reason I'm holding off is I'm leaving what little I have left. Yeah, we've got 30. So I'm leaving that batch so I can... Is there enough? I think I only need 20 ingots. You know what? I'll make the fishing rod. As long as I have 20, it means I can basically repair my entire set of gear. Which means we no longer need this one. So I'll break that for parts. Okay, so yeah. So the only Octarine piece of equipment still missing is the lantern. But I'm fairly happy with the one I have. 11 gigs. This is the full 1.0 release. What's your minecart line look like? So up until yesterday, right, I didn't have a single one. I always just ran on foot. So what I would do, if you look at my map, I would just dig in a nice straight line and go to the different biomes. So I just run on foot, and by just holding B I could dash. But yesterday was the first time I actually went through the trouble of creating a proper minecart. So we have one which basically goes from the core and zips all the way across into this new biome here, which we've explored. But we need a lot more Octarine if we're going to make any headway. So that's the only instance where I've utilised the minecart. It's just it was a long distance, so I figured, you know, you might as well invest in that. Today sucks. What happened? I waited all day for the postman. No video cards today. Oh, when were they supposed to arrive? You know that freaking rain hat I ordered? Apparently it just got lost in transit. I had to speak to Amazon's customer service, so they're going to reimburse me. It was supposed to arrive like on the 6th, then they pushed it back to the 9th, and then obviously it's gotten to the 10th. And it's the first time I ever got an email where it just explicitly said that something has gone wrong with your order. It may have been lost. I was like, what? That's never happened before. In all the items I've ordered. Between 11 and 1. Maybe something went kind of pear-shaped timing-wise. But while mine was only barely an £18 order, yours was the 40-something odd graphics card, right? 4080, I think it was? That's a significantly beefier boy compared to what I'm ordering. It's 1.0... Oh, say 4060 Ti, okay. It's 1.0, including a full story from no story. Oh shit! So prior to 1.0, there's no story elements. No way. Many changes, new end goal. Well, I hope the game does well. I know that. In fact, how well? I'm pretty sure Satisfactory has done pretty good. Pretty sure this game has done quite well in terms of. Yeah. It does very well. It's 97% overwhelmingly positive. And yeah, even recent ones as well. It's a first-person, open-world factory building game with a dash of exploration and combat. Play alone or with friends, explore an alien planet, create multi-story factories, and enter conveyor belt heaven. Yeah, the game's doing very well. 30 pounds. Currently 10% off. Yeah, I'm all for it. Hell yeah. Not sure if that's my cup of tea. Might check out some reviews, but with the 1.0 release, that sounds really nice. Wait till tomorrow and give a call. Lord knows the estimated time of delivery and those notifications can be horribly wrong sometimes. A case in point with the damn hat I ordered, man. Dear Lord. You can imagine how miffed I was that didn't arrive. I'm just going to grab these worms for the crew. I think the aquatic biome boss was the last one I killed before with my friendos. Before I kind of just couldn't dedicate time to play around when they kind of had to otherwise. Well, that's the boss that might be next on the menu. So if you speak to the hologram, it'll allow you to construct a scanner. And it just shows you where the boss is. So, not last stream, but the one before, we did defeat Azios, the Sky Titan. I think Omoroth is the next one that we're going to be facing. Yesterday we faced Ivy, the Poisonous Mass. It did end up killing me the first time. I thought before I was taking a lot of damage, but like from the poison. Now while it does have a poison effect, it isn't so much it does damage over time, it just significantly reduces the amount you can heal. So when my health dropped, I'm chugging potions to save my life, thinking, okay, that'll give me 40% of my health back and I should be good. And I wasn't paying attention to my health after drinking it because I was so fixated on combat. But obviously because it's inhibiting the healing by 75%. I'm thinking I'm healed, but in actual fact I'm not. So when I died the first time, the boss is down to like 7%? I was like, damn, almost got him first time. Second time, it was a double KO. I killed the boss, but the ads finished me off. But thankfully, it didn't really matter, because by that point, the fight had already finished. But I was still a little miffed. But yeah, that boss's poison was pretty nasty. Okay, so we're going to plant this crop here. So this is one of the plants that we had acquired in the new biome. I think I might have extended this one by one too much, but that's okay. Yeah, I did. Take those back super quick. I like to have an even balance. So that's that one, and then we will do this one. But yeah, what the studio has achieved here with this game is nothing short of impressive. Like, does the game still need some improvements in some areas? Absolutely, but for like a 1.0 release, very robust. Very robust title. I appear to have a bot. Let me get my mallet. There we go, away with you. It's always awkward pulling up to a house, ringing the doorbell, only to have to awkwardly inform the person opening the door you just realise they don't actually have their package and it'll have a day delay. I don't want to be the one breaking the bad news either, especially if it's a highly, you know, anticipated item for the customer. Hey, you! How you doing, bud? I take it you're going to be playing Satisfactory, right? Because you mentioned before that you too wanted to try it. Or at least it's 1.0. Okay, so we got that. Patch right now. Yeah, load's doing the same. Good stuff. Okay, that's this generation of crops sorted. Let's put the rest in storage. These disappear quickly because we're using them for potion brewing, and only grows in mold. Root seed is for wool. Sure, we'll do some grubs. Why not? I can do some grubs. We can all go for some grubs. Nice. Oh, sometimes I wish the NPCs wouldn't walk onto the farm, especially when I'm trying to plant the crops. Thank you. Okay. I need to get more for the rock ones, but that's okay. We've got a few more. Any other worms nearby? Always like to round these up for the boys. Doesn't look like it. I've been very busy, it seems. Very well. Okay, so with all of them sorted... Give me these, please. I'll load these up super quick. That should keep them fed. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I like it, I like it, I like it. So that's my new fishing rod, a 202. Interesting. Hang about, should that not go into my, Yeah, it should go here. Oh, no, fishing uses the thing on the toolbar, so it's fine. Let's see, back to Pal World. For me, need to kill some animals to sate my bloodlust. He's got a taste for glorb. Okay, so here we are getting a bunch of scarlet ore refined. I don't really need these. So all we need now really is to grab the potions and some food. So I'll take a stack of 10 of these. Take that off the toolbar. Then we need the foods. I don't know if you saw my earlier comment, but I finally shaved for the first time in months today and came to a weird realization. Oh, my beard for some reason grows completely from left to right, making shaving really awkward. I feel like, you know, when I comb when the lower beard hair here grows, it does tend to shift in a particular direction. So it goes from, my webcam I think is reversed for you guys, but yeah, mine goes from left to right. The rest, all of this, that can all be like, if I use the beard brush I have, I can usually just comb it so it sits nicely on the face. But yeah, over here, I normally have to like comb from left to right to make you feel comfortable. Don't forget to permaband the bot. I already have, if it's the one called Kevin Smith C. That one's, I basically smited that the second it opened his gob. One of the benefits of having a more niche community, and I can be a lot more proactive with my chat. Not to mention I can pause this game as well. Right, so let's see. I'm just going to take a look-see as to what food we want to take. Because like the current highest tier we have is probably this one. Jellyfish. What restores the highest amount of health? This is purely for a handful of healthy cereal that fills you up and gives you energy. That was the fillet we made. And I've noticed anything to do with the bomb peppers seem to result in giving you a speed boost, but why need heights by recoveries? 5.4. Hey Jazz, how you doing, man? There was the pine grapple, and what was the other thing I had? What was the other thing I was growing? It was this one here. See, this gives 6.3. Yeah, if you do it with the pupaya, that normally restores your, I'm gonna say, just double check super quick. It's one of those smoothies. Melee damage, rain damage. Time to play some Satisfactory. Enjoy! Do not let me distract you, friend. Actually this would be a good time to test this. So you've got double of those, and then you've got double of them. I think I've made the first one already. Just want to see what happens if you cook them singular. Yeah, so this one we have made. Okay, so double pine grapple is what will give me that big melee bonus. So I think this will be probably ranged, and if you do one of each, you effectively combine the two. Pretty sure. So 22.4% melee. A tip: the best way to figure out which food gives for its buff is to cook it with itself. Each food type always gives the same buff. Yeah, so this I imagine. Yeah, range. So I was right. So yeah, if I'm gonna go pure melee, double pine grapple I think will go a very long way to help us with that. For now, I'll just eat these two to restore my current rate of hungry. Tasty, tasty. There you just combine the two buffs that you want with the one food. Yeah. It's a pretty robust system. Because I bet you, right, if I combined it with bomb pepper, I'd probably get the melee, and there's another one, the pepper normally gives a speed bonus. So I'm pretty sure I'd get like a percentage melee physical increase and the speed bonus for 1 minute as well. There are others that give predominantly like a health bonus. So if I wanted pure melee, I could do that. The other one is... Actually, you know what I might do? Because from what I recall, this increases armor. So I'm going to combine it with this one. So I'm a little bit more robust. I'm going to combine these two. I'm pretty sure it gives armor. Let's see. I'll double check. Because it's the carrot. It's a carrot, I'm pretty sure. Was it armor? Yeah, 23 armor, yeah. So it's like wearing another piece of equipment. Wait a minute. Even though it still gives the exact same physical melee damage increase despite you only cooking it with just the one. Then by de facto you should be should this not encourage you to combine it then at all times? Yeah, you want to always combine it then. From the looks of it. Yeah, you have everything to gain. What I thought was going to happen is that instead of it giving maybe 22.4% physical melee damage, it maybe might go down to like 18 or something. So if you want to go like pure, like singular food. Oh, that makes a lot more sense then. Okay. Either the satisfactory dev has done a whoopsie or my install is corrupted. What's happening? You cook 2 to figure out what buff it gives, and you combine it with whatever other buff you want. Okay. Yeah. I was convinced if you did a combination, the upside is you get both buffs, but it is at a slightly diminished amount, because you're going for versatility rather than singular. But if you have everything to gain, then this is perfect. So I get the 23 armor, which will help with damage mitigation. It restores about a quarter of my hunger. And it's a 10-minute buff. This is pure upside in every way. So I'm going to make me a bunch of crunchy tropic smoothies. It's a good system, this. Wait, what's going on here? An error occurred while launching this game. Missing game executables. Kind of the main thing. Wait, Loge, are you able to boot up, perchance? There appear to be some technical difficulties. Evidently. Which is kind of weird. Very, very, very weird. How's the smelting? 60... These should all be relatively equal. Yeah, good. I don't think I want a crunchy smoothie personally. I would say, instead of it just being like a rock carrot, I'd like to think that these are more like ice cubes. So there's like big chunky ice cubes in this smoothie. Hence why the crunch comes in. Not so much it'll harm your teeth, but you get like very small fragments of... well, something that's a bit like an ice cube in there. More people got it. Everyone is spamming it in their Steam at the moment. Right, so they definitely did an installation oopsie. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! There's the problem. There's the problem. Okay, as far as crafting benches go, the only ones left of this tier that are of note, there's the Proficient Jewelry Workbench. We're not going to stress about the Portal, nor the Galaxite Workbench. But yeah, we want to make the Jewelry Bench and the Fury Forge. My assumption here is that the Fury Forge is what's going to allow you to deal with the Galaxite. That you can create like that big bench. Educate, I guess. Alright, I have cooked and brewed up my smoothies. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, so what we're going to do now, because we now have this, I might bring, in terms of just restoring pure hunger, I'm going to bring, like, let's say 10 of these. So, my reason for this is, I don't want to keep using these purely to restore hunger alone. And, I feel like the buff might get wasted. What I wouldn't give to be a girl just to not get stomped in the balls by my cats anymore. I think both genders definitely have like that downside of feeling pain when struck somewhere or something that they go through. I gotta say, man, the hit to the balls is one of those things. Depending on like how resoundingly you've been struck, it's that initial impact that hurts, and then there's the delayed like mounting of it. You're just crippled, man, for a while. Alright, so here's my river cat. We built this yesterday because I realised we were having to trek quite a great distance. And this is designed purely just to get me back into the ocean biome. Because it's a very dangerous place to be. Enemies pack a real punch. And going from island to island can be quite difficult. Very easy to get the enemies to kind of snip at you. So we just hop in this bad boy. We go through quite a few biomes, and we're going to hit the end of the cart right about here somewhere. There it is. So now that we've got touchdown, something's approaching us. What's Ash firing at? You attacking the slime? Yep. Okay. So now we are firmly here. So we're after the Galaxite. That's it. No more, no less. I'm gonna attempt to go south instead. Oh, probably got new talent. Well, allow me to give a look. Ah, it's another one for movement. So we're hitting that in the final tree. So 6% of armor. It goes to my movement speed. Sold. Smithing. So now we get to decide 20% chance to not lose durability on equipment when taking damage. So you can either do +1 extra item gained when crafting rails, wires, or conveyor belts. I don't really create too many of those, so crafting items at the anvil and repairing items cost 5% less. I'll probably go for that. I do that a lot more. Ash's aggro race takes our screen to another level. I do hope they address a little bit of the AI issues, because sometimes the summons kind of loaf around. And until you're like very firmly actively in combat, only then do they tend to engage. These are the guys I'm being mindful of. They like to throw rocks at you. So I'm going to be careful, because we can get swiped at. There's also these bubble boys. Each one can do a fair bit of damage. So if I go into this, it's like about 100 or so damage it can do if you're not careful. Got that one. So the hope is that we safely hit land, like so, kind of like this. This is a good spot, right there, because I can see a bunch of ore. So I can place the ship here. Then I can grab my pick. And we want to hopefully get a bunch of octarine, just like that. So when I came here last time, some of the equipment was already damaged, so that last batch of octarine that I got mostly went to repairing my gear, and we were only able to set aside an extra 30 ingots. I'm just going to reduce the sound effect by just 1. There we go, a little less intense. Beautiful. Do I see a sheen? There's a few over here, so let's take a very quick look-see. Nice. Did you see the PoE video I posted on Discord? Absolutely. I know you've posted it. I've not had a chance to look at it yet. The thumbnail, I saw a lot of projectiles and what appeared to be a Templar. I get the distinct impression... Ouch! Oh, that was so unlucky. I didn't see he was there. He hit me with every projectile, by the way. So we're gonna take Sippy of that. So now we'll use that. That should help increase my armor a bit. No harm in gathering some coral wood, since that is needed for crafting. Someone mimicked Maxor. Yeah, you posted it as much. I'll probably watch this when I am done streaming today. I was running late. Totally my fault. Got fucking sidetracked, man. Jesus. We also need to capture one of these fellas. Ooh, the other thing we need to do is keep an eye out for seashells by the seashore, since we need 20 of them to create the scanning tool. The other thing was beyond AIDS. Was it burning your eyes? Oh, there's a chest. We opened 4 of those. We've got total dog shit, by the way. So what we're gonna do... Where's my boat? Where's my boat? There it is. Okay. I'm gonna grab my ship instead. And let's try and tunnel to the opposing side. As long as I got my boat with me, it's all good. This island does seem to continue for a bit longer. There we go. Gonna bait out the attack. A couple of swipes. No harm in grabbing some more coral wood for the boys. Supposedly, the reason getting hit in the balls can make you feel nauseous is because the body gets confused about where the pain's coming from and thinks it's from the stomach. You know what? I would say that tracks. It has been in an exceedingly long time. Like, I've had it where there's been like how we say, a very light impact to the balls. Like, accidentally. But like a resounding hit, long time. Really long time. But you don't forget. Because trust me, it leaves an impression. Potent! Okay. Someone's firing those boobles. Okay, we've got a slimy boy. 2 slimy boys. 3 slimy boys. And a bubble boy. Let's grab this sludge. Oh, 4 slimy boys. Wow. 5 slimy boys? Okay, where are they coming from? Okay, this is getting ridiculous. Sorcerer pants. Let me get rid of all this. I've started to realise I do not like the slippery debuff. Hang on, bait out the attack. Prick. Ooh. Okay, I took a fair bit of damage. This one's worthy of drinking a potion. The cleave attack has got some very good range. Ash is more or less softening up the tentacle flingers, so I can hold back for a bit. Right. Nice. There's one more over there. Okay, let's clear out all this garbage. Alright. All that just to clear this. I just wanted to mine in peace. Granted, I could have just nabbed the ore and ran. But it's coward's technique. We assert dominance by dunking on our foes. I see Julia is up to her classic character creation shenanigans. Dude, she'll do that thing where from the back the character looks fine. Maybe even on the side, like barely. And then the character is forward facing and it's just some absolute like Oblivion character abomination. Yep, it's this again. Okay, that's just cursed. Do I even... Trying the Towerborn early access character creation. Okay, that is some very cursed NPCs. Very cursed NPCs. What is Towerborn? Should I know this game? Also keep an eye out for seashells, because I'm totally ignoring them inadvertently. Take that one. You're not sure? Kind of surprised. Normally you have your finger on the pulse on some of this stuff. Towerborn. Doesn't ring a bell. Let's go this way. Okay, there's a little bit over here. Ooh, we're getting bubbled. Thank you. Oh, there's so many of them, man. Careful. Look at all those bubble attacks. Okay, Ash got that one, thankfully. Let's do this. I don't want the slippery debuff to get in the way. There we go. You've lost your slime, baby. You lost your slimes. Oink. Oink. Okay, let's chomp another one of those. What's the purpose today? Another boss? I hope so. Hope so. Yeah, we need to farm more of this octarine. So it's what most of my equipment. It's basically almost all my equipment's made out of. So we're gathering it here. Need to get a good surplus of this stuff, and then start laying the groundwork to see if we can locate the boss. That might prove to be a little bit more difficult, but I'm working on it. I am working on it. Okay, so based on this, we appear to be back to where we were. So I'm gonna do... grab my little boaty boat of boatiness. Okay, no one go this way. The Steam description has way too many nouns. Okay, now I am a little bit surprised as to what exactly this game's about. Let's park ourselves here. That's more of an open area. I've already mined this region out though, so we do want to go this way. So many enemies, man. Who's that shooting at? Ah, he's going for the tentacle boys. Okay. Oh, she got rid of him. Oh man, there's so many bubble. Yeah, dude, this area is just rancid. More tentacles. Ouch! God damn it. Slippery debuff. It's giving me slippery lads. Okay. Well, we cleared the area out, but it doesn't really help. I think I saw a shell over there. I did. So we can nab that one. Are there any others here? Might as well give this a thorough look, seeing as we cleared the whole goddamn island. Okay, so I see another ore there. Yeah, I guess this is line of sight. Well, if you're distracted, I'm gonna just bamboozle. See ya! I'm only here for the fucking ores. Let's tunnel right through. This looks like a little bit of my handiwork from when I was here last, maybe. No sheens or shinies. Might have to go to the next island. Thank you, Ash. Okay. Hi. Okay, we got another island here. That seems feasible. Maybe. No sign of extra ore though. Trying not to go like too close to the openings here. Okay, there's a okay. This looks a bit more promising. There we go, there we go, there we go, there we go. Fairly decent amount here, I like it. Oh, there's a seashell here. There's another one. I think we need approximately 20 of those. We only have to do this once, because once we've created the beacon, we'll know where the boss is. Then it's just simply a matter of having the mechanism to summon them, which I believe you have to create some fancy lure. We're not going to have another friggin' Sky Titan fiasco where I spend the better part of like 2 hours or so trying to... Well, maybe not 2 hours, but a fair bit of time trying to figure out how to summon the boss, even though it's quite literally spelled out for you. Well, let's see here. So there's more over here which we'll go into. Live bait was the best. Oh god. I think I had some creative ideas, but maybe I was like overestimating what the game was expecting the player to come up with. So we have 120 of this stuff. Hey Iron! How you doing, friend? Sorry to be this rude, sorry with a question. That's okay, just count what the stream's for, man. What's your question? How do I kill the boss in Crimson Township? So the Crimson Township boss is a little annoying because they do a lot of like degen effects. Now usually my my strategy is just DPS him down. Has blood ritual. I'm not sure what blood ritual is. Let me just double check. Yeah, that's like a little necromancer looking fella, I believe. Crimson Township. Yeah. Kadaris you gotta kill, the Crimson Mayor. The boss uses a skill that creates a ground effect, which is called Blood Purge, so it does physical damage over time to you. Its clones cast another stackable debuff, Blood Ritual, which also deals physical damage over time. Killing the clones removes the debuff. They also apply Debilitate, which basically lowers your damage, and then also gives you stacks of corrupting blood, which makes you take even more physical damage. What is good is that I'm at 0% XP, died once after a level up. That's perfect, so that way you can like play a lot more risky. But yeah, generally, you can sidestep what this boss is capable of just by sheer damage, but if that's not possible, the problem is that both the boss and the clones you'll see this like red crest or sigil on the ground, and if you're standing on that, you'll start taking physical damage over time. You can make it so it's not as frustrating by destroying the clones, so you have a little bit more room to maneuver and reposition yourself. So that's currently the only like advice I can give you regarding that. Trust me, when I fought when they added that map for the first time, that boss was absolutely egregious. I'm pretty sure it was like a higher tier map boss as well, which didn't help. Very nice. And there's a bit of a glow there. Good. Should probably wiki stuff before I go in. You could do that just to double check, but sometimes yeah, it can be a little bit tricky to find the info. Other times it's just easy to ask here if you want. I personally don't mind answering questions. It's like the whole point of what to do as a streamer. Especially if it's for someone who's still trying to learn the ropes of the game. Right, there's a fair bit there, but there's also a fair few enemies as well. There's two of them, that's not good. Okay, good. Ash has managed to latch onto one of them. That takes care of that one. Perfect. Oh, it's a third one. Also got to deal with the slams. Thank you, Ash. Let's clear this out. Yeah, they got some nasty enemies in this biome. After a bit of digging, Towerborn is a beat-em-up ARPG that should be releasing free-to-play next year, Founder Pack, early edition now. Okay, so this is like a very, very early title, which I'm assuming Ko has backed. Yeah, this one's not even remotely ringing a bell. Sublime Mission goes for 80 plus divines unidentified, and the cheapest identified is 50 chaos. You need to have balls to identify that. Unless you're hoping to like pull something truly incredible. I'd sell it if I was in trade. almost got bamboozled. Okay, got that one. Let's say we cut across. Hi. Have you seen any of the gameplay? I mean, I imagine there's probably going to be a trailer for this, right? Surely. Towerborn. Okay, so the art style is starting to make sense. I assume it has a trailer? Oh, hang on. I think I know what this game is, actually. I think I might know what this is. Let me just mute the game for just a tick. So this is the... this is on the Xbox channel. So this is what it looked like. I might be thinking of a different game, but I'm not 100% certain. So my guess is that it's going to be very akin to, like, you know, a game similar to what we're playing, but more Valheim-esque.
The tower is the only sanctuary we have left.
So it has that cel-shade graphic look.
Bastion of safety and strength. Monsters lurk in the shadows below. That's why they need us.
Pigmen?
To brave the wilds.
It's not a side-scroller, is it?
Rescue the lost.
No!
And push back the threat of the curse. Only an ace has what it takes to save our people.
Huh!
And when we team up, armed with unique and powerful weapons,
Reminds me a little bit of the Tale series.
we make the greatest discoveries. In a world full of surprises, together we can give our people the hope we need to survive.
September 10th, which is today, right? So this it reminds me a little bit of the Tales series, like Tales of Symphonia of Vesperia, where the combat is predominantly 2D. There is a 3D-ish component where you can strafe by double tapping up or down, so if you want to avoid certain attacks. But it looks like obviously there's like smaller creatures and then bigger bosses. Now, naturally, if it's happening in a two-dimensional plane, that's a lot less variety to avoiding certain attacks. But I see what they do with this. It ended up being a lot different to what I was expecting. Based on what the trailer was showing and the way the camera was panning out, that was not the game I was expecting it to be. So it's a bit of a pleasant surprise. But based off of that, it could have potential. But it depends on just how expansive and robust the systems are. But yeah. Hey, Clicker. You're drunk. Well, pull up a chair, buddy. It seems that I'm not playing Satisfactory today. Oh, is the launch having some issues now? Looks like everyone's being affected. Looks like you can go up and down, but seems mainly side-scrolling. Yeah, like I said, it feels very reminiscent of the Tales series. The Tales series are predominantly JRPGs, but it has a combat style quite similar. You can effectively bind a certain loadout of attacks and abilities to you know, shortcut keys and whatnot. And yeah, well, there's a mix of facing trash enemies and eventually story-based bosses, the more tougher elite foes. I'm wondering if it will have like a crafting system, any sort of like base building, like what are the character and build varieties, like unknown. Now, as someone who's played a Tales game, also let me get on my feet. As someone who's actually played the Tales series before, that has some appeal. I'm not as keen on its art style. I mean, it's cel-shaded, it isn't necessarily bad, but there's something in its art style that I particularly found as compelling. Some of the monster designs were quite nice, like the pigmen and some of the bigger beasts, those look cool, but I think it's more the characters that we played. I didn't find those nearly as impactful. But hey, that's something that can be iterated and improved on. So we'll see. Steam seems to be having problems. People on Puke's Epic Games seem to be fine. What a twist! That Epic, for once, is the one not having issues. What the hell? You said before you were going to be. Did you say you were going to be reinstalling it? Because you showed the message where it said, you know, the installation thingy couldn't be, like the launch couldn't be found or something. That was fixed already. Oh, wait. So what's the problem now then? Is it like not launching anymore? Unreal itself is crashing. Weird. Oh god, I hope this is another one of those weird Windows 11 frickin' things. Not even close. I take it the boss squished your kidneys? Okay, I seem to have unleashed 3 of these. What the hell? Oh, there's my weapon effect. How far does that go? Okay, that goes a pretty good distance. Wait for this bubble to go away. Oh wait, there we go. Was watching a video, made it look easy. Seems like the arena is way smaller now. The problem is that, oh yeah, if the Maven's witnessing it, she's enhancing the fighting capability of that particular boss. So especially if she's like shielding or healing, that's going to be annoying. Hey Valiant, how you doing, mate? I'll be waiting a few weeks for Satisfactory 1.0. I'm sure there'll be big patches. Yeah, some folks are having some technical issues from its initial launch. Okay, we got some tentacles there. Slimy right there. Yeah, we can touch down here. Let's plonk you there. Take my vessel back. Kinda wish I had one of those teleporters to beam me home. Yeah, so we'll find a waypoint. So we're currently sitting on 181 octarine. We need a lot more though. It's happening to you as well. Okay, I think it's not your system, Jiu, because like multiple people now are having the crash. Not that this is supposed to make the situation better, but you can take some solace that it isn't like another thing that another game that your system is having issues with. Oh, this looks like that previous civilization's place. Yeah, we did briefly poke our head in one of these, but I don't see any ore. That's the main reason I'm here. Yeah, there's none here. Oh, the pick is taking some damage. Trust me, it'll end up being my system, or just translates to it in spite of the fact that multiple people are having similar problems. You'll be like, nope, you're having like an extra special issue compared to the rest of the plebs. Okay, what do we got here? Oh, this is actually, are you really? This is what we're doing now? Hang on, there's 2 of them. I gotta, ouch! Prick. Okay, well we can touch down here at least. Don't suppose you guys have a waypoint that you might want to plonk here. Hang on, hold. Charge! So, the surprise yesterday, yep, that. Basically that. That these automatons can come to life, and it can be achieved with those freaking spellcasting gits. Tell you what we'll do. I can't cross here in the normal sense, but I can cheat. Aha! See? Okay, so there's a couple of them. You gotta bait out the spellcast. They have a very small cooldown, so you gotta swipe quick. Okay. Yeah, unless your damage is high, or at least you have some way to heal yourself consistently, you could find yourself in trouble against that boss. Oh, got a tentacled fella. Got you. Oh, oh god, I'm being attacked from all sides here. I'm a sippy a health potion here. Oh, I can actually reach him from there. Nice. That at least clears that area. What's that sound? Weird. Someone's also revving their engine for some reason. Don't ask. They just simply are. I think there's a... Is that a hole in the ground? I think it is actually. Yeah, it is. That's why I can cross. Oh shit! I thought it was a wall. That's a full-on gap. I do have another copy of the map. I'll keep it for later. I've not found an upgrade in a while. I would say yeah, but you could all hold off on that. Maybe when you're a little bit stronger. Okay, we can destroy these before they activate. Big nip it. Give myself a little nom nom. Okay, okay, looking alright. Oh, spellcaster. Spell has been cast. Could be loots in here. I do see the chest. Just breaking all these smaller containers super quick. Okay. The inventory is looking a little bit on the full side. What do I destroy? Okay. Got plenty of those weapons already. There's 2 copies of the sorcerer pants. Don't need that. Already got the gun. Let's see, we got copper. Crystal. Gel. Only 2 seashells, eh? Damn. Figuring, okay, this is like random foliage we picked up and we're destroying trees and clearing out the area, so I'll get rid of those. Alright, what have we got? There's that big bonking hammer. Oh, there you go, there's a refresh on the potions. Nice. I'll take those, why not? I did get a new blue axe that I wonder if I should craft. Has a yellow stat. I guess it depends on the weapon, my friend. Whether it's worthwhile. Got a bit more of the ore. Got 2 of these guys. Can I reach them from here? Ooh, not quite. Okay, so what I'll have to do, I'll have to be quick here. I'd say put down the ship, get on there. Oh, I don't have my weapon equipped, do I? There we go. There's a 3rd one over there, man. Oh, it's 4th one. Ugh. Place doth be teeming with heretics. Oh god. Ugh. Another one there. Sometimes they'll kind of hone in on the path you're taking, so they'll shoot as like an intercept in your general path. This looks promising. Hopefully we can find some shiny blocks. No shiny blocks. You're kidding me, despite how far into the earth I've gone. Excuse me. No glorious sheen to be had? Oh man. This would have been a prime place to put a good reserve. Okay, there's a little bit over there. Okay, there's a few, there's a few. It just happens to be at the very edge, so I can work with this. It's on Discord. They don't know what type of stat that is. Not even sure if the weapon is magic or something. Okay, you said the item was blue though. Oh, it's a fractured one. Yeah. So what that means is that stat will always be there. no matter how many times you reroll it. So Fracture is very nice to have. Now you've got it on an Infernal Axe for Celebration. I'm not sure how high of a tier an Infernal Axe is. What's the build you're doing? But yeah, Fracture is. That's just a mod that just won't go away. Now, if you have if you get a piece of equipment that you can use, and you know it's a high tier mod that you will likely use, that just makes it easier to roll for some of the other modifiers. Bleed Gladiator uses a one-hander, right? Pretty sure. So that could be a worthwhile axe to use it on, or at least to craft on. So, what are modifiers that you're normally looking for? I assume you Bleed Gladiator. Would using Essence of Contempt be the way to go? Because that has like flat fizz and all that stuff. Hey, Maniki! How you doing, bud? What's a Reaver Axe? Well, I am still quite new to the game and is not nearly as familiar with the prospects of like trading. So is that a normal axe at the moment, or is that a magic? Technically, it's the color is blue, so it's basically magic. So you can throw like an orb of augmentation on there if you wish, because blue items can have at least one. On that one, you can have one more affix on there. Kind of tired, even though I got 11.5 hours of sleep last night. You must let me know what that feels like, because like I can't like realistically recall where I've had that amount of sleep uninterrupted, properly, anyways. How about you? I am mostly hanging there. It's Tuesday, so I think I have to admit to myself I'm getting that you know, the cumulative fatigue. So since I don't necessarily take any kind of vacation, except for the one either at the end / start of the year, that's usually when I kind of recoup and rebound. But I'm at that point where even when I take my day off, I'm not like, and I start, oh, that's going to bury right through. Jesus, look at that go. Even though I try and rest up on a Thursday, I'm finding that I'm coming back with some of that fatigue rippling into the next week. That being said though, we have gotten a decent way through the year, so a few more months, I should be able to reset, hopefully. I wasn't interrupted, okay, that's a bit more, you know, understandable. I kept waking up and passing straight back out pretty much. It's been a while since I've done this too. Past 5 days I've been getting 4 to 5 hours. My pattern so far will be I'll finish a stream, I'll do a raid, usually hang out in that stream for maybe anywhere between 10 to maybe 30 minutes tops, after I've gotten some food to eat. Usually I'll have something on YouTube and I'll often nod off briefly by about 2 AM. Now sometimes the nap will be like 3 hours and rarely it'll creep into 4. If that happens, I usually just get up to go to the toilet because I usually have drank a fair bit, so I have desperately to go for a piss, and I'll just collapse and then wake up a few hours later. So it tends to be a sleep that's split in, on average, I think it's 3 hours, and then wake up in 3 hours, so it ends up coming to around about 6, and that's considered more of a good night. Thursdays where I will try and deliberately go out of my way to sleep in a little bit more, because then usually when I'm up, I have a few things to help my folks with, also Blad them, hi. And then it's just straight to editing. I got clips to dig up and yeet into Saudi Vegas, and then off we go. No worries, Ian. But I hope you managed to make some more progress. Okay, we got the bubble boy there. Oink. Okay, we got that one. I think there's a bit more over here. Oh, there's another one of these. This is like one of the other civilizations. Can't mind that. Attack speed isn't bad, it lets you bleed for big bleeds quicker, but it's certainly not priority. What's a good mod to lock in then? Increased physical percentage damage or something? I'm not a great sleeper, nor am I. Mine's different though in terms of sometimes I'll just randomly have a week where my brain won't switch off when I need sleep. I've not had bouts of that for a while, thankfully. My current pattern has been as I previously described. just suddenly get hit with this like wave of exhaustion, and I gotta collapse for a wee little while. The game looks like it has a neat art style. Well, what is it about? So the story is simple enough. When the game begins, you're kind of shown a series of like still images, kind of in this art style. You're basically a very like architectural explorer kind of deal, and you find what looks like some kind of like an artifact, a core of some kind. As you approach, whether you're playing it solo or with a group. I'm doing it solo, but if it was with a solo or group, either you plus your compatriots find themselves engulfed in light, seemingly disappear, and you awaken deep below in the pits of the earth, and you stand before what looks like a very similar thing that transported you down below, this strange looking core with like an ocular sort of center. And you got the very basic tools to start beginning. Your objective is to get back topside, but as you start to explore, you'll see remnants of what looks like previous life forms, or definitely signs of other aspects of civilization. So I was trying to figure out kind of what's happened, and eventually you go through the process of crafting better gear, setting a base of operations, and exploring, and you'll have bosses to kill, and eventually you'll be incentivized to continue doing this, with the in exchange being given means to get back to the surface. So the pattern generally ends up being, anytime you go into a new biome, you're probably going to get your ass kicked. So the trick often is that you go into the biome where it's safe, gather up the resources available there, craft equipment from those resources, and then you can then go into the next biome, fend the enemies off, and then get the resources from that biome, and it kind of just upgrades tier by tier by tier, and each essentially has its own boss. And it's made a little bit easier by the fact that you can create these types of almost like searching type of beacons or scanners, and it'll tell you where the boss is, so you can prepare in accordance. So the boss for this region, I know that there's a beacon I can make, but I need to gather the components for that, and it's a one-time consumable that when you use it, you'll then show the minimap icon of where the boss is located, and you just got to make sure you have the means to call forth the boss and slay them. So I'm at that point now where I'm killing bosses and siphoning off essences of their soul to grow in strength. The rest, though, if you have any interest, I'll let you explore that. But this biome, it definitely changes the way it plays, because, well, I got to use a little boat here to get around. Prior to this, it was all about digging. Now I'm having to sail around. I'm trying to be careful here because, yeah, these little shits. Interesting. Don't destroy the thing. Oh, good. Okay, that's indestructible. That looks like I could open it. Oh, does it need music, maybe? Requires an admin key. Interesting. So this is definitely a previous gen. There's a big chest in there. Requires an admin key. I'm actually going to place a marker for this one. That's a new one, that. Let's put down one of those. Okay, so I've marked this for later. I have seen maybe one craftable item that seemed to need like microchips and stuff like that. That's tech way beyond us. We're still working with metals, man. We haven't gotten to the point where we're creating like machine type tech. If I wasn't busy with World of Warcraft's raid coming out today, Satisfactory 1.0 and Factorio 2.0 in a few weeks, I'll probably check this game out. But there's no rush. Like, this game has had a very solid 1.0. There are still some elements I feel that probably could do with work, and I suspect the developers will continue to churn those out. So if you end up playing this game at a later time, you've only got everything to gain. So I wouldn't feel too bad. But could I vouch for this game? Yeah. Like if you're a fan of games like, I'd say this is mostly akin to something like Terraria, I feel. Like Minecraft. It does have like farming and building aspects as well. So maybe a little bit of Stardew Valley. So it does have elements of that.
Sloppy! Seth, what do you call a dictator who makes them self-mindful and cute? Vladimir Putin.
Demure! I see what you did there. Thank you for the biddies. Okay, this looks like someone else has been here before. Look at this. Is that a chest or a bed? Oh, it's a chest. Green bikini bottom, eh? A fizzy crystal. That's more of a valuable for selling. Let me... I don't need this. I picked up a lot of junk here. Let's destroy that. Don't need the gun. Already got that. What else have I got? Let's go our bomb. So we've got plenty of fiber back home. Got ample scraps back home. I need more of these shells, man. Urban moss, don't need that. The seeds I'll keep. Got some potions. Pearl. Don't need this algae. Get rid of that. These are all for sale. I've already made a loyal egg. Away with you. All right, frees up some space. And for this, I'm just going to take the Pokemon reference of rare candy. I'll take the crystal, but the rest is useless. So yeah, did someone at some point resided here, but not anymore though. We got ourselves an enemy there, guys. Hang on, take cover, take cover. Hold, 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 hold. Alright. How much have we got? We've got 230 of the octarine ore, so that's a very, very good haul. And we already have enough of the ingots back home to actually do a repair of our equipment, so I'd say this might be enough to warrant going home and creating some of those new crafting benches. So I'll slowly... Oh wow, okay, we're kind of very far off the beaten path. As long as I can make it back to the railway cart, we're fine. I'll just grab these to go. Yeah, the pick's looking a little rough here, lads. Yeah, we'll call it here. I'm pretty happy with that. I'm going to put down the old ship. Hop on in. And as long as we maintain this bearing here, and don't get brutally murdered, should be fine. We did yesterday, late in the stream, have like tentacles like those, but even more menacing ones suddenly pop out of the ground. I did not engage. They seemed way different and eager to lash out. I was like, fuck that. We are not doing this. I think that might have been like one of the first signs of what could be the boss in the area. Maybe. I can just about see where the car is. We have to bypass all these tentacles though. That's what makes this area so frustrating, because these things are constantly hounding you. Hold! Ow! Let me sip you a potion. We'll do it this way. I'll just hop over, get wrecked, nerds. Too late, we're gone! Now, is it here? Where is my railway car? Oh, it's this way. It's just straight ahead. Yep, there we go. So I made this. You can make like a teleportation beacon, which will zip you straight home. But I realized I was gonna make. That's only to get home. Getting back here would be the issue. I could invest in the construction of my own pole, but that's even more expensive. So the one option is that I can use this cart I've made to zip myself back and forth. Or alternatively, if there's like a dire emergency and I need to get home, as long I can create like a return beacon, kind of like a portal scroll almost. You channel it for a few seconds and then you'll be zipped straight home. But this is better. I can go through multiple biomes in just a single quick motion. So I mined out a nice straight line. Anytime there were gaps, I just placed some packed earth or stone and then built the tracks directly on top of it. So this is where you'd normally begin. So initially this core's deactive. And to activate it, you got to kill the first 3 starting bosses and take their cores and place it in them. And then this thing will be like, alright, I can assist you in transporting you to the surface, but first I need to do this. And not so many words, but that's what it's implying. So it definitely has the means to give you your ticket back topside, but it isn't willing to do so right from the jump. It's a bit of a tit-for-tat situation. So we're going to shelf this. I'm storing any excess. I think these are finished smelting, so we got 70 over there. Same there. Give me that. I'm going to split those into 3 in a second so that all 3 will do their thing. Alright, it's a fairly high amount of crimson we got. Wait, did I have a teleportation beacon? I think I looted this and just totally forgot. So I could have used that to get home. Ah well. This one's for you, Ash. That gives it a bit more experience. So that's what we've got right now, eh? Been a while since I've heard that alarm. It's been a few days. It's been a few days. Still annoying. But to their credit, it's not been going off nearly as much. Doesn't make it any less annoying. Unreal crashes for me. Oh, it's still happening. Something must have slipped through the cracks. I know you were looking quite forward to playing that. Hopefully it shouldn't take them crazy long, no more than a day. Just depends like what the root cause is. Oops. So we'll sell that, and that. Oh, not enough room. Take that. We got the weapon. Can't remember if I had the sorcerer pants. Did I? Wild Warden. No, I didn't. Yeah, we got the sorcerer robe. We got the hood. And then we got the pants. Hey, we got all three pieces now. Nice. So it gives decent max health. So while it doesn't give armor, it gives magic barrier, so it's like energy shield. And gives you more magic damage. And then it's got up to 26% magic damage is based on your remaining mana. Okay, so the more mana you have, the better. Seth got to say I used to clear the game. It's pretty nice. It's a lot of magic barrier. It's a fair bit of absorption. Can't even complain, really. Okay, so I have opened, I think, 4 of these chests, and every single one, I ain't gonna lie, it was rubbish. But they should have potential. They should. Now, I do have some spare ingots, especially what we're about to do. So... so I think I need 10 of these? Pretty sure. Alright. Let's see what we got. Okay, red bikini top, terrible. I had the bikini bottom before. Yeah, terrible. Okay, I'm probably gonna open those chests again. I'm so close to getting the game to start. So what, is it the same pattern? You boot it up and then just shortly after just stops responding, or just goes straight back to desktop? Okay, so we can negate these. We do need these to summon a boss eventually, but not quite yet. Close though, very close. We don't need this. Let's just take it up space. Oh, we can actually toss that into smelting right now. So, I did this deliberately yesterday where I made 3 of these, so now they will like consistently pump out more. So the hope is that as they continue to smelt, we should have a decent surplus, at least here's hoping, and then we'll see what we can get. Desktop crash. Well, into a crash log. Interesting. Satisfactory. Let me take a look, see what's going on here. Let's get it eat, small friends. Patch notes, type release. I'm seeing a lot of hype in it, subreddit. Dope trailer. For those who have an error when starting Satisfactory after the 1.0 update. It's there, but it's called factorygame.steam.exe for some reason. All I have to do is rename the file to factorygame.exe, and I was good to go. Hope this helps anyone with any issue. Okay. That seems to be like the first hurdle, but not so much regarding the crash. So yeah, aside from a slight missing executable, I don't really see much else though. What is going on? There is a PSA about the new version being released, but are we talking about le crash? It boy? Version 1's available, release trailer, that's changed, up to date. Oh, here we go, and of course they broke the Steam version. They renamed the executable but forgot to tell Steam, so it still points to the old one, Comedy Gold. There's a workaround, yeah, so do that. Dev say they fixed the issue, think you might have to restart Steam before it picks up on the change. So that was the first thing with the boot, okay. What about the crash though? Verifying integrity, installing as we speak. Not seeing much about the crash though. That first hurdle is mentioned quite a few times. Hey, I'm Makara. How you doing, friend? Let's grab all of these. This is singular, so we don't need that anymore. The first one was easy to solve, just funny. Yeah, that was just like a simple directory. Like, I just changed the name, I'm good to go. Okay, so let's take this match here. So we got 10 there, got one over there, and that. Okay, so that, plus with the ones we have, more than easily will allow us to fix the gear. So I'll repair that, and we only have to reinforce one thing, which is the pick. Okay, gear's fine. Everything left now is nothing but net gain. So the question is, what's next on the menu? So I reckon, yeah, we should probably make the proficient jewelry workbench. So we need 50 pieces of coral wood. I think I have some here. Yeah, we do. So we got that, go there, and we now officially have a proficient jewelry workbench. Now, I don't know whether it completely replaces its predecessor, so I'll just check. It does not, because it offers different stuff. A coral amulet that increases boat speed, that's funny. A necklace made with a pretty coral badge and white pebbles. Now, we had this drop. I ended up breaking this for parts. So it gives 19 armor. Scarlet chunk necklace. The scarlet variant of an iron chunk necklace. It raises your defense even more and gives additional benefits. Octarine necklace. 5.6% melee and range attack speed. A necklace made from pure octarine filled with magic energy. So 30 of the bars and 5 of the gemstones. Not impossible, but a little hefty. Magnetic ring. Ooh, gives you a bigger pickup radius. I'd say if you're going on a gathering excursion, this could be nice. A strange ring that pulls in loot around you in a higher radius. Magnets. How do they work? Yeah, fucking magnets. How do they work? Remember the first time I actually listened to that song, I saw the video. Freaking, what were they called? The insane clown posse. Oh god, what was the beat drop? I think it went like fire, water, air, and dirt. Fucking magnets. How do they work? Then he says like, no, I don't want to talk to no scientist. Y'all motherfuckers lying and getting me pissed. Such a bad song. Oh my god, man. First time I heard that, I was like, okay, on the one hand, you're asking how they work, and yet you're immediately disparaging scientists who could probably give you a crash course as to how magnets do actually function. It's like, it's a conspiracy. Golden spike ring. Critical hit damage, thorns damage. So there's another ring that gives thorns. This golden ring is very uncomfortable to wear, but it looks really cool. I mean, it doesn't help that the central thorn goes straight through the ring and it's likely going to cut into the surface of your ring finger. Then we've got octarine ring. That's melee and range attack speed. Wait, do they already have melee range attack speed? Oh, they are both, yeah. So if you create the both of these, You can get just shy of like 11.5%. For speed, maybe? Because like the stuff I've got now, I don't think I want to do away with my necklace because, well, 3 on hit is kind of meh. If I was hitting like super fast, maybe, or if I was hitting multiple enemies, so I could probably ditch that. I do like this one, the critical hit chance and melee damage, and the speed I'm willing to forego. So you can make the argument that perhaps you can switch this. What's my crafting? Little dog shit. Absolute freaking gar to the bonzo. I'm at where am I? This one's craft. Actually, no, still like crafting's 51, so not garbanzo. It's halfway. Oh, are you hearing what's going on? Oh, sorry, my headset's blocking that. Yeah, Mar's got the radio one. I cannot hear that at all because the headset is blocking the sound. Plus, it's funneling everything into my ear. Okay. So yeah, this is a more advanced version of the workbench than, let's say, this one. See, this gave... Yeah, it's more like damage. I mean, they're okay, I suppose. They could definitely be better, that's for sure. But it only takes up a single tile of space, so I'll just plug it there for now. In fact, I like the idea of maybe having them... No, because then you need the switch for this one. Yeah, sure, I'm fine. I fix. Yeah, because I can still access everything. Okay, so we got that. Hey, Ash! Ooh, I've got someone on my Steam list who just fired up Satisfactory. Crafting is one thing they need to fix the leveling on, to be honest. It's so broken and boring to get max. I assume as long as you can consistently keep making stuff, the level will continue to increase. And I don't know how much this upgrade table scales. Like if it ends up being infinite, because it allows you to push a piece of equipment past its proposed limit. So let's say I really like this octarine helm, and put that there. Like, the green is the upgrade, so it goes up by a level, it gets 3 additional health, no extra armor, and a tiny bit of mining speed. Coconut level it is by spam clicking either torches or floors. Yeah, so I figured it was probably going to have that, because I noticed when I was putting down like rail carts and building other stuff, it was increasing. You know what it reminds me of? Spam creating iron daggers in Skyrim. Similar to that. You just craft a bunch of those and then it'll start raising your skill. So in my opinion, the way it should work in a game like that is, very powerful diminishing returns, so you're less encouraged to make lower tier stuff. And if you actually, like, the more resources something requires, the greater the skill increases. That's why I need to fix the scaling, because crafting more expensive stuff is not worth it, yeah. So I feel like that's how it should work. Like, I don't mind if lower stuff does give some XP, but it should never feel to the point where there's the capacity to abuse it, to, power level through. Let me get these worms. So that does come with its own problemos. Yeah, the very hungry hippos. See if I can find a few more lying around here. There's one there. We've got one over there. Alright, so let's see if we can plant our next cluster of crops. So we'll do... We always need a lot of these for the healing potions. I'll get some of the glowy boys. We got the stone ones. Yeah, I saw your. Sorry, I got a little distracted. Well, enjoy the game, bud. Don't let me keep you. Have fun. Go nuts. Go bonkers, as they say. Okay, and then we're gonna combine these two. There we go. cool. Need to get rid of that one. Got a little overzealous. Alright, then we add the blue ones. These glow me! The sprinkler system is definitely a nice bonus. I do like that, it's very nice. Then we get the rock type. I definitely need more of these. Dune Desert is my pick for starter biome, which I assume is regarding satisfactory. Full 1.0. Minus that initial launch hiccup. I hope that doesn't, you know, just a bit of a fumble, you know, at the starting line. It happens. It's easy to overlook something that might seem very obvious. The executable thing is kind of funny, ain't gonna lie. That's chuckle worthy. But the crashing, that definitely needs to get addressed ASAP. Trust me, nothing frustrates a fan base that has been waiting for a while for a game to be released, and then when it's 1.0 happens, it's not so much there's like a bug that's made its way through, it's the fact that it's right